Have you guys seen the title of the show? Woo! You know that hilarious that part where Jeff's like, we're writing a show, we can kind of say whatever we want on Broadway. And Jeff goes, you mean if I say Wonder Woman's for president, it'll get on the script? And I was like, yeah. And Jeff's like, Wonder Woman's for president. Okay, turns out Wonder Woman is for president. Please welcome Miss Lynda Carter! Come on out! Look. I realized you were pretty quiet. The line? Oh, the turn? Yeah, actually, no, this is funny, Lynda. When I was a kid, most right-handed, most people who are right-handed turn to their right because they're right-handed. But because I was watching you on television, it was a mirror, so I was. You learned that pirouette. And I can't turn to the right at all. So there you go. You created his pirouette. Okay, so hold on. Fork that over. You two plant it. Okay. I'm gonna flank. Okay. Let's run through the show with Lynda Carter.
Hi guys.
First of all, Lynda is here not just to make Jeff's dream come true, but also because she's sassy songstress. She's gonna be doing a show at Jazz Ticket Center. A, B, all around the country. C, at the Kennedy Center. D, she has a new CD out called At Last, and it is At Last. What the hell took so long? Go.
I know, it took a long time. It's actually not out yet.
That's how long it's been.
It'll be out, God. At Last, it will be out in June, but on my website, we're just pressing now, and if you sign up on my website,
Lynda Carter Sings. Right,
LyndaCarterSings.com. Lynda with a Y. Lynda with a Y. That's it. Then I will sign a copy, and you'll get one that is pre-released.
Will you personalize one for Jeff Bowen?
I will, Jeff. I will. Are you coming?
I'll give you one of our CDs.
I love that. Yeah. Well,
Jeff, tell me why.
Are you coming on?
Yeah, Saturday.
Oh, great.
Tell me why you're obsessed with Lynda Carter.
Oh my God, there's so many reasons.
First of all, look at the stunningness.
I mean, you look fantastic. Yeah.
Stunning.
Just, you know what's so funny is that I've been a super fan forever. And, when you were doing the show and we were doing our show, it's kind of like, oh, I want to meet Lynda Carter, but I want it to be under, like, circumstances where I can actually talk to you, and it's happening right now. So. That's great.
Is there a DVD of Wonder Woman?
Yeah, there's all 3 seasons.
Yeah.
So Lynda, when did you start singing, my dear? When you were a child?
Yes, professionally I started singing at 14, and I started singing in pizza parlors and college hangouts and that sort of thing.
Where was this? Where'd you grow up?
In Arizona. Yeah, so it was by the Arizona State University campus, and out of high school I was on the road and played lounges in Las Vegas to the Catskill Mountains. The Pines Hotel, which is no longer there.
And who was your favorite singer growing up?
Oh my goodness, probably Lynda Ronstadt.
Yes, brava.
Yeah.
Is that why you named yourself Lynda? Doesn't make any sense. Okay, talk to me a little bit about Wonder Woman. So first of all, how were you able to change your clothes so quickly into that outfit?
Very carefully.
Interesting.
It was a bit of a quandary as to how she was going to change. They weren't sure. And since I grew up dancing, I said, well, they were trying to think of a thing they could do or use a platform. And so I said, well, no, I just turn. I said, you could do that, you could do that, you could do that. And I said, well, yeah.
Even in heels?
Yes, in heels. And so when you see the opening episode, I have the old clothes kind of. I do one spin, they lock off the camera, and then I kind of put the clothes on top of me, like this, and try to spin. It was like, huh? Kind of like that invisible plane. It never really quite worked.
How many seasons was it?
Yeah, well, we did it over a period of 5 years, but it was actually ended up being 3 seasons. And we changed networks, and they were trying to find a spot for it. It's amazing it was only on for such a short time, and that it kind of had the impact.
Lasting impression. Did you ever meet the Bionic Man?
Yeah, he was really cute.
That's cute. What up with that?
He really was. As a matter of fact, I knew Lindsay Wagner, Bionic Woman, very well. And then Lee Majors, of course. Lee Majors was a very nice guy. Very, very, very nice fellow.
Did you meet his wife, Sarah?
No.
What the?
Oh, Farrah. Oh, that's right.
Farrah Fawcett. I never heard of her.
No, Farrah. I know Farrah. I knew Farrah, and I haven't seen her in quite a few years, but that's right. Yeah, well, they didn't last.
No. Speaking of Atlas.
Seth, this is how much nerdles we are for Lynda. So the Museum of Television Radio here in the city, you can go and watch specials. And so Jeff and I were researching a variety thing, and we typed in, because we wanted to see the variety show. I have some questions. We have to talk about that.
Yeah, please. Ask them. Lynda had a variety show in the late 70s or early 80s.
Well, actually, I did 5 specials.
Yeah.
Was that what it was?
Yeah.
With the crazy eye. Okay, I remember. Right?
Yeah.
That's the CBS eye.
Huh?
Yeah, that's what the logo. She never watched
right.
Club.
Okay,
It's actually
all
on
right.
it. All right, go.
We love those variety specials, and I think that's what people don't know, that you're a totally kick-ass performer, singer. A lot of people have one perception, so go see that show, suckers.
It's a triple threat.
It's that triple threat thing. I want to hear about just like some of the makings of those. I remember there was one that was filmed in Vegas too, and they weren't all filmed in Vegas, right? There were some in.
Well, we did. We actually wrote Johnny Harris, my musical director, and I wrote all the specials. And at the time, it now looks. When you go back on YouTube, there are quite a few examples of it. And we were doing MTV really before MTV, because we would do these vignettes of songs. My favorite was this rock and roll fantasy in which is just a take. We do a Kiss thing. I was made for love, you baby. And then there's another where I slide down a banana. It's not really rock and roll, but it's Bette Midler. It's good enough. I slide down a banana, and the dancers are all dressed as monkeys. Because you got to have friends.
Amazing. Here's what I say. All those in favor of another Lynda Carter variety special on television, please.
So, it was a musical. Music is always an adventure to me, and the kind of music I'm doing now is, it's in the pocket. It's this, I do a Motown thing, but I don't do it like Motown did it. Do you remember this song, Where Did Our Love Go?
Where did our love go?
Right, except I don't really do it. It's kind of like, it's kind of got this chunk. Baby, baby, don't leave me. Ooh, please don't leave me.
Keep going. I love the energy.
It's a pocket thing.
Actually, we should cut to a song. Why don't we cut to a song from your actual CD? What song would you like us to play from your CD?
Since I already sang that, you don't have to play that one. How about You Send Me?
How about a little You Send Me by Lynda Carter? And hit it! And by hitting it, it's the radio, so it'll be on later. Now then. And we're back! And I say, brava! And so this is crap. So Jeff Bowen, is there any question you've been dying to ask Lynda Carter for the last 20 years?
Oh my God! It's so funny. We were just, who was I just having a conversation with? We were talking about an episode. This is so specific, where you and Lyle Wagner land in the Bermuda Triangle somewhere.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
And I think it's some sort of episode about the Bermuda Triangle, but not a Paradise Island one. And you kind of beat up these 2 guys, and then you come up from around the corner and you put on their uniforms. And we were talking about how yours was just completely snatched. And it was like this guy, and you're just like, you're the boots, the pants going to boots, and like their heels. Like, that guy wasn't wearing heels.
That's hilarious.
Anyway, I don't remember who I was talking about.
What a good buzz.
Well, when you film a television series, they're all together, and everything is out of order. So you're not really filming a whole story. So and you can shift from one to the next episode in the middle of the week, and so they all kind of run together. And I don't really remember that episode.
How could you not? Sorry. No,
No, you don't need to. I mean, I'm not like, you know, isn't there that Saturday Night Live sketch or something with the Trekkie convention?
The Trekkie convention, and there's that Saturday Night Live sketch where they would ask, you know, like William Shatner, like, in episode 4215, when you walked in the door, you know, and they're like,
Exactly.
like, I don't know.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Exactly.
You are that. Lynda, what about coming back to Broadway? Do the words Mamma Mia mean anything to you?
Oh, yeah.
Isn't it a perfect part for Elizabeth figure? Same thing with the boys. How about like a few months contract? Have you thought about it?
Well, you know, I am, right now I'm kind of doing my own thing.
You want to do 8 times a week the same show with lip syncing?
Yeah.
Oh, I never should have revealed that. Okay, so stop it. Okay, so
no, but right now I'm doing, you know, at Kennedy Center, Lincoln Center, and I've got this monster band, and right now I'm kind of focused on doing. That's not to say I would never do Broadway again, but I haven't been invited, so I have to wait for that.
Maybe you will, because this show is national. Okay, so we're going to take a little break. Who's going to give the information about Lynda Carter? Then we're going to come back with more guests in the game show, and then this and that. Please help thank the stunning Lynda Carter!